And welcome back. Now, Marcus Walsh. We'll talk about some summer football. Watch.
Marcus Walsh here at the 7-on-7 tournament for FCA, the South Coastal Fellowship of Christian Athletes, for WHHI-TV Daily News. We're going to be bouncing around here at HHCA. Bluffton is the other host site, just right across the street. And we've got little scrimmages going on throughout the day. We're going to talk to Wayne Quinlan, get his take on this tournament and what FCA means to him and the community. It's going to be a great day here at the South Coastal FCA 7-on-7 tournament here from HHCA and again at Bluffton across the street. Joining me is a representative of the South Coastal FCA, Wayne Quinlan. We've seen this guy around for years. Wayne, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you, Marcus?
Doing great. Thanks so much for having us. Talk about the origins of this tournament. I know it's been going on for a few years now, and what you're looking to see out of the guys here as they just start summer.
Well, sure. We started doing day camps, 7-on-7 football day camps a few years back. Took last summer off because for the first time ever we decided we would do an overnight camp, which we did at USC Beaufort. And this year we're in between sites for that camp, so we brought the 7-on-7 day camp back for two reasons. And it's like I told the kids before we started, you know, you think you came here for football,
right?
And that's great, but when you come here, our main reason for you being here is because you're going to hear the good news of Jesus Christ explained in a clear and compelling way today. You know, umbrellaed in around some football.
And talk about the football side of it. I know you mentioned that there's a limited window in terms to get all these scrimmages or games in. How does that work? Is it like what you see during mini camps and stuff with the NFL, with the practices between teams?
Yeah, you see that young lady over there, Kim. She's our trainer on site.
Okay.
And she has a device that's called a wet-dry bulb, sling psychrometer it's called, and it tells us what I affectionately call what the wind chill factor is. So it's X temperature, and that thing tells us what the feel-like temperature is. And when it hits a certain level, she lets us know that we can't play anymore. So
Gotcha.
We're really thankful for this current cloud cover. I'm going to give all credit to that to God. As we
Amen.
got in the middle of the field today before we started, we did a prayer, and I asked God to send a little breeze and some clouds, and 5 minutes later we got some clouds. So we don't know how long we're going to be able to play today, but we're going to play as long as we can till lunchtime.
Saint of Meteorology, thank you very much. Talk a little bit about what you see in the day-to-day from these teams, but also how they glorify God and what it all means in the big scheme of things with young men and women.
Sure. So FCA, we have people like myself that are in all the schools, middle schools and high schools, public and private, in Beaufort, Hampton, Jasper, Ridgeland, Bluffton, Hilton Head. So reps like me are entrenched in all these schools, and many of us are embedded in teams. For example, for lack of a better word, I'm the team chaplain or character coach for Beaufort High football. It's just one of the teams. So we're with these guys and around them, and we're around the coaches, and I guarantee you there is a small cadre, at least, of coaches and players associated with all these programs who has heard and accepted the gospel and makes it their responsibility, their thing, out of obedience. 2 Timothy 2:2 says, go and teach these truths you've heard to other trustworthy people, will then go and do likewise. They're doing likewise among their teams. So there's a growing group that is hearing and sharing the good news among these teams and on these campuses, and not just football too. We're a year-round thing. So we're winter sports, spring sports, it's the same.
Wayne, thanks so much for a couple of minutes with us on the WHHI-TV Daily News. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Marcus.
Been a great day here at the FCA South Coastal 7-on-7 high school football tournament as summer gets underway. We'll have much more coming up as the year rolls on with Media Day and then our schedule. More details on that as time goes on throughout the summer and early fall. For now, for WHHI Sports TV, I'm Marcus Walsh. Let's send it back to our studio in Hilton Head here on WHHI.
And that's a wrap for this edition of the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.